We are starting!
They call me the blobfish because I look like a blobfish. You ever seen a blobfish before?
Woo.
We're doing the Grand Prix, right? Because I'm good with Grand Prix.
It's pre.
Sure. I'm going with Donkey Kong.
That's kind of weird. Alright, which Grand Prix do you want to do?
We should do the first one first.
No, we're only doing
We're only
one.
doing one? We're not doing like two?
Do you want to do these because of the maps that are in it? Or do you want to go here? Because we never really did these maps besides when we practiced on Choco
sure,
Map.
we should do those, even though Choco Mountain is really annoying. Don't say. Don't tell me we're racing other people, too.
Yeah, we are. This is where we all lose. Never mind!
7th place! You're in first.
How come you're not Bowser?
I just didn't feel like being Bowser.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Yo, first place. I almost got ran over by Street Sweeper just now.
Is this 100cc?
What the heck?
This better be
Just
100cc that we're on.
Yeah, it is.
So what, you're in second now?
Yeah, but it's weird because I thought two people were in front of me. Oh, now I'm in 7th. You just passed me too. Okay, so there's no one behind me, but there's just like this random freaking shell that shows up out of nowhere.
I'm 5th now, brah.
Gidimus. Garmishmanel. That's what my first daughter's name is gonna be. Garmishmanel.
I already have my daughter planned out. Her name's gonna be Elle, and she's gonna be beautiful, but she's not gonna be one of those girls that gives her body out to people. She's gonna be like smart and stuff. And she's never gonna grow up.
Our children are gonna have children together. Our daughters. Like my
Wait,
mom.
my daughter's gonna have a baby with your daughter?
Yeah,
What?
like me and Jin's mothers.
Oh, okay.
Ganarshino. That's gonna
Wait, check this out. Look at this, look at this. I drove through the car.
I'm gonna name my first son Ava and my first daughter Waffle. Why? So when people talk to them, it's like, oh, look it's Ava and Waffle. You don't get it?
No. Why would Ava be a boy? I mean, Waffle's totally fine, but why would Ava be a boy?
Well, because Ava sounds like a chick name, so it's like a chick and waffle. Chicken and waffles. Don't you get it?
Mmm.
Don't go, there was no point to it.
Did you just come up with it as you went?
Somewhat. I'm just so far behind in this race. It just stinks. I crashed into something and just haven't recovered from it yet.
You know Waluigi's never been in a main series Mario game?
That's so cool. Wait, what do you mean?
Like a main series Mario game, like not like spin-off like Mario Kart or stuff.
I'm not indestructible anymore. I just got hit by 2 cars. So what were you saying?
He's only ever been in games like Mario Kart and like spin-offs and stuff.
Yeah, but he's had his own games.
I mean like a legit Mario game, like Super Mario Bros. Or stuff like that.
This game really sucks.
Are they actually gonna make you finish?
Yeah. Oh wait, did everyone else finish?
Yeah.
This sucks. I hate this map. I just keep crashing into cars.
Hate this map too, man. It's okay. It's okay. No need to
Oh my
cry.
god, you guys beat me by 2 minutes? Oh, it's total. Gargamel is gonna be the name of my cat. And my dog's is going to be...
My second child's name is going to be L Jr.
Oh, we get right into this, huh?
This is like after they made that Sherbert Land, they ran out of ideas and made another ice map, but they didn't put any effort into it whatsoever.
I know, right? Or maybe this was the original one.
And they were like, we need something better.
Yeah.
So they made penguins.
Or maybe there were two designers, the one guy, and there was like a competition. One guy was like, I want to make the Snowland, and the other was like, no, I'm gonna make it. And then Mr. Nintendo was like, okay.
Okay, one land is snow and the other one is ice.
No, Mr. Nintendo was like, okay, we're gonna make both worlds and put them in the game, and we'll just see who has the better one. The better one will be in the harder world. So John Garashnu made this one, and then Guraru Balaka made the other one, and that's why everyone knows the name Guraru Balaka.
Whoa, yo, you see Luigi's a ghost?
No.
Luigi's a ghost. I'll show you when
You've
we...
never heard of that name? You never heard the very famous Nintendo song in Nintendo's P. Diddy Kong? Where it's like, Gararu, Garaka, Gararu, Garaka, oh, 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 I made the ice world.
Remember P. Diddy was in that movie about the black people?
Shut up.
It's like a raisin in the sun.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. P. Diddy was in that one movie.
Called Raisin in the Sun?
Yeah, it was called A Raisin in the Sun.
You are not real.
I'm 100%. I'm dead serious right now. P. Diddy was in a
no
movie.
way. You
P.
gotta
Diddy was in a movie about a poor black family, and it was called A Raisin in the Sun. I'll show it to you later.
Why Raisin? Because he was gonna be raised up into stardom.
There was a bunch of old black people, and they were dried up and stuff. I don't know. They had like ashy knees. I don't know.
Yes, the blue shell! Yeah, and we're back!
I'm a Guido.
Can't make up for it.
Well, either way, I'm dead serious.
The damage is done! You can drive up here? No, you cannot. It's a harsh reality. So you guys want to hear something cool? One time my dog ate waffle. You know, my daughter. And so we had to take the dog to the hospital to get a waffle out. So we cut the dog open, and I just kind of reached up in there, and I pulled waffle out, cause you know Ava had told me, Dad, the dog ate waffle, and then I pulled out an Eggo waffle, and I got really confused, cause Ava's sitting behind me, and he starts laughing, and he grabs the waffle out of my hand, and he goes,
Ava's a boy, I forgot.
And Ava goes, let go my Eggo, and I swear to God, I whacked that kid so hard, cause I had to make my dog into a sock puppet to get back what I thought was my daughter, but instead what had happened was my son, what I thought was my son, my daughter, her waffle was, no, wait, my son Ava, see, this is why I hate their mother, because she made us name our dog Ava as well, and I'm confused. I'm very conflicted when it comes to naming of things, because I tried naming my wife, and she did not like it.
Remember? Oh my god. You're still going on about that? Wasn't that like Fire Red episode, like something?
I don't remember.
I'm going the wrong way!
So anyway, yeah, I smacked my son, I smacked my son Ava in the face with the waffle, because, you know, I had to make my dog a sock puppet to get back his sister. But apparently it was just an actual waffle. So, yeah, I beat that kid. And, my friend Dyfus came in, he visited us, and we're all good now. So let's just leave it at that. Mario! I swear to God! Come back here, you stupid plumber. I'm gonna give you something to unplumb. Unplumb? Come on, I'm gonna come clog your pipes. Come over here. It sounded so weird.
Dude, look how far in the back I am. Sounded weird too.
I swear to God!
I am invincible.
You're gonna pass me. Oh my god!
Yeah, but I need to pass everybody else. I'm going the wrong way again.
Okay, I gotta tell you guys another story, okay? So, this one time, our friends, our neighbors, their names are Chick, and then there's Anan, and, they were at the house one time, right? And Ava was playing with them, and they're like, oh, we don't like guys. So, I called Waffle down. And it was so funny because the way they were sitting, I just put it together. Their names were Chicken and Waffle. Now, if that isn't a priceless father moment, I don't know what is.
Chicken Ann, oh my god.
I was so proud to be the father of Chicken Ann at that point.
You're not even the father of them, they're your neighbors.
I mean, what happens under my roof is my responsibility.
Wasn't even under your roof.
I adopted those children just so that we can have Ava, Chicken, and Waffles.
Is Ava even in this story? I came in A.
Yeah, how does it feel? I came in fourth. That's pretty good. Maybe me telling family stories is what gets me to do good. Okay, so so I'm gonna do good. Am I still in yet last? Oh, I'm in 5th place now.
Here, wait, hold on, man.
Okay.
Wait, gotta pause it. I gotta show you something.
It's gonna be chicken and waffles.
No, it's better.
I've been working all the day, oh, all the live long.
Here, man. Look.
A raisin in the sun.
It's real.
This is a white man. Sean Combs, yeah, P. Diddy's in this.
Yeah, I know. And so is, what's his face?
There's a guy named Bobo.
Yeah, there is. No,
John
what's his name?
Stamos
Yeah,
is in
John
here.
Stamos. Yeah, he's in it.
Mr. Arnold. So how was the movie? Let's see.
It was eh.
It
You had to watch it in English.
It won 5 awards, nominated for 2 Golden Globes and 14 other nominations, and 6.8. Let's get back to the game.
It's really not good. We watched it in English. It was eh. Nah.
Why'd you watch it in English?
I don't know, because we read the book.
There was a book?
Yeah.
The race started!
The race in the sun.
The racing started!
The race in the sun.
Speaking of racing and sons, okay, so my son Ava one time, he went over to his friend Grape's house, and see, Grape is
Racing in the sun. Okay, I know where this is going.
so Grape, he has very dry skin. So
I know exactly.
so one time, Grape and Ava, they went outside and they were playing outside, and then they were at Grape's house, and Grape's mother comes out, and she goes, "Holy God, what happened to my child? All I see is a raisin." She goes, "What happened to my child? All I see is a raisin in the sun." And then P. Diddy popped up out of the ground, and he basically just punched the woman in the back of the head. And the reason
I'm the only raisin under the sun.
And the reason I know of this story is because, like, well, not because me and P. Diddy are best friends, because that's one of the things. I know him personally as Sean Comb Your Hair. No, because, see, my son Ava told me, and my son Ava never lies, except for that one time he lies to me, but that wasn't a lies, you know, it was more, he had lice in his hair, and it just sounded like lies, and he kept saying, "Daddy, lies, lies," and I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I was telling him that he was failing geometry in kindergarten, and he was just like, "Lies, lies." And apparently,
wait, geometry in kindergarten?
yeah, it's a very strict,
failed it?
It's a very strict school district, and Christy's involved with it, and
true.
so he was telling me the true reason that he was failing was because he had lice, and so I took him to a doctor, and I'm like, "Does he have lice?" And they're like, "No, your son just likes playing with sand," and at that point. At that point,
does he have lice? No, but I will tell you, he likes desks.
I said sand.
I know. It's so unrelated.
No, you.
Nobody plays the computer a lot.
No, but
Does my son have lice? No, but I was watching General Hospital.
no, because sand. So the doctor was saying, because he likes sand, that there's like sand all in my son's hair.
Oh.
And I'm telling him, I'm like, look, I understand you're a doctor and you probably have some sort of medical degree, because, you know, I saw your flyer on the back of a trash can down at Pizza Hut. But my son doesn't like sand. He's
There
like,
I am.
you won?
I don't think so.
What is this then?
I don't know. Alright, keep going.
So I'm just like, well, he's like, well, your son's got sand in his hair. So I'm like, oh, where did my son get the sand from? And then I go home and I'm wondering. And Waffle walks in and she's holding a brand new sandbox. And I have no idea where she got it from. And I'm like, did you buy this? She goes, no. Did you steal this? She goes, lice? And I'm like, oh my god, this one's got lice too. And I'm like looking at her hair, I'm like, okay, she don't got no lice. It's just sand. And I'm like picking at it. And it jumps on me and I got lice. And then like 2 weeks later, because I was stuck in my room because my wife wouldn't let me leave because she's like, you're gonna give lice to our poor son Ava. I'm like, listen, lady. Our poor son Ava had already told us we had lice. He started this whole thing. She's like, no,
he has sand in his hair.
She was like, it was your stupid daughter Waffle. So I whacked her, and then so it was kind of weird though, because after all the lice died and all Waffle's lice died, I'm like, so where'd you get this sandbox and how did you get lice? And she goes, well, I followed you to the doctor's when you took Ava to the doctor, and I was talking to the doctor and he was telling me that Ava had lice, but he didn't know how to treat it. So he gave me a bucket of sand, and he told me to spread it around our house. Now, me being the good sister I am, I shaved Ava's hair and put it on mine to cover for him, and then I just threw lice everywhere. I'm sorry, she threw sand everywhere.
You your hair around and lice went all over the place.
So she threw the sand all over the house. So I go home to tell my wife this story, and she legit whacks me in the face with a baseball bat. And at that point I was a little mad. So I'm like, what'd you do that for? And she's like, that's what you get for going to the doctors. Because she's like one of those medicine women who thinks you can solve anything by like, you know,
wishing for it.
You're like witchcraft and stuff. Like when our kids are sick, she kind of just gives them like leaves. She's like, eat this, my young one. She puts like bones in their noses. It's so disgusting. Okay, final story. So the other day, the two of them were fighting over the TV remote. So I got mad and I took the batteries out, and they got mad, and Ava held me down and Waffle beat me with the remote. And the reason I'm laughing is because my children are 5 years old and I'm 682 pounds, and they held me down and I was unable to move, and they just beat me with that remote. And after I got free, I went over to my cousin's house, but my cousin wasn't home. The only person was there was my Aunt Jemima, and she was telling me a story about this log cabin that she used to go to when she was younger, and there was these two kids that used to do the same thing to her, because she used to run this log cabin. She used to run this, and she said what you gotta do is lake. I didn't know what she meant by that, so I went home and I told my kids, I'm like, lake, and they did it again. So I went back to visit my Aunt Jemima again, and she goes, no, silly, you need to throw them in a lake. Needless to say, my Aunt Jemima and I don't talk anymore. Probably because she's in a lake.
And that was today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
I hope you guys know I was talking about Aunt Jemima like the container of maple syrup.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
This episode got so dark.